And we're back with some more Czeching Lions franchise mode, and in this one, we have the draft coming up, and, well, I don't think you guys understand how much I am willing to overextend for the second and third overall picks, or maybe third and fourth, I don't know. But ideally second and third, because at number 3, there is Cameron Greiber, the playmaker. He is NHL ready right now. That is something, we need an elite playmaker desperately. Something else we need desperately is an elite offensive defenseman. Valeri Svaitov fits that description. Once again, I don't think you guys understand just how much I'm willing to overextend for these 2 picks. It may be the stupidest thing I've ever done in GM mode. It may be the smartest thing I've ever done. I don't know. It all depends on the result. But I have a list of assets in front of me that I'm willing to give up. And let me tell you, it's a lot. Even though we made it to the second round this year, we need to do something drastic. Otherwise, we're going to be in the same situation year after year, and we're going to struggle to make the playoffs every year. Because the rest of our division is just, it's absurd how good the Atlantic division is. Taking a look at retirements now, you have Evgeny Malkin, you have Bergeron, you have Wheeler, Pavelski, Parise, Burns, Oshie, Keith, Stahl, Yandel, Suter, Letang, Hornqvist, Little, Zuccarello, Stepan, Radulov, Brassard, Turris, Goligoski, a lot of retirements this year. And in goal you have Fleury, Anderson, Elliott, Hudobin, Hutton, Johnson. So before we go into the draft, just wanted to show you guys Alex Rosehill up to an 88 overall at 19 years of age. Good to see. And as well, Johnny Benton up to an 83. So that time playing on the first line, paying off it looks like. Hopefully it continues to pay off. So here we go, going into the draft of year number 5, and we're going to get right to it. I'm going to just play it safe. I'm going to trade for the second overall pick. They don't want to trade it, so like I said, it's going to be a lot of trade value, but I think in the end, it will be worth it. So going the other way, I think Turikov for sure. He's got a lot of trade value there. I think we'll also send them Washington's first, which is 24th overall. So Turikov and Washington's first. I don't think that's going to be nearly enough. In goal, if I'm not mistaken, we have Ryan Precht, who is 19 years of age, 52 overall. Not going to be needing him at all in this GM mode, I don't think. So we'll send him the other way as well. They want all 3 of those assets. And here's the asset that I think is going to hurt the most going the other way. But I think it's going to be necessary in the long term. Roope Hintz, 88 over. He grew to an 88 overall after the season that he just had. But here's the thing. He has the medium top 6 potential, meaning once he starts dropping, he's going to drop faster than if he had the medium elite. And he's on a very good deal right now. He's on an extension, so that's why his trade value is high. And he's 28 years of age. And I just think it's the perfect time to sell on him. And we're getting something back that we desperately need, which is a first-line center of the future for the next 10 years or however long he's going to be here, you know? So I think this should be enough. I hope it's enough anyway. Turikov, the 24th overall pick, Ryan Precht, and Hintz for the second overall pick. Proposed trade, there it is. Like I said, I was going to make drastic changes this offseason, and here you go. We are making drastic changes. And next, Pittsburgh. We will be trading them our 17th overall pick, which is our own. And like I said in the last episode, I would be willing to trade Carson Lambos, and we indeed will be trading Carson Lambos, as he's already 22 years of age. I'm not sure if he's actually going to end up being that elite defenseman that we hoped he would be, so that is why he is going on this deal. Other skaters that are going on include Bitz and Radulov. They're both 21 years of age. So I figured we may as well get them on there. And okay, cool. So Boston chooses Clapperton, the 83 overall sniper. We're going to take a timeout before we make this pick here, just so we can make this trade with Pittsburgh. So once again, the 17th, Lambos, Bitz, and Radulov. And now the big piece of this one, which is once again going to hurt quite a bit, Nick Ritchie. Yep, he's going on this trade as well. He had a very good year last year. I won't deny he's been a very good player for us for the past 5 years, but there needs to be some drastic changes here if we want to have long-term success. Part of that involves, unfortunately, giving up a player like Nick Ritchie. And once again, he is on an extension, so that's why he has as much trade value as he does. We will also be getting back Cutler and Dano. So the 17th, Lambos, Bits, Radulov, and Richie for the 3rd overall pick. Proposed trade accepted. There you go. I told you. I told you I was making drastic moves this offseason. I wasn't kidding. So here we go. Cameron Greiba, with the 40-goal season last year, 45 assists, A-pluses in shooting and puck skills. Looks good to me. I mean, we'll take a look at Finley here, but yeah, no. Doesn't even come close. Cameron Greiba, welcome to the team. You are an 82 overall. Yep. That's worth it. That was for sure worth it. So welcome to the team, Greiba. And now with this pick, we'll be taking the offensive defenseman, Valery Svaitov. He had 5 goals and 16 assists last year in Russia, which is an A-plus league, so already pretty good. I mean, based off his grades, he's probably in the mid-70s, but I don't mind waiting a year or two for him if it means that we'll have a solid offensive defenseman in the future. And he's only 17, right? So that's better than having the 22-year-olds and 79 overall Lambos. Now let's take a look at Crombeen. I mean, he looks good, but we desperately need an offensive defenseman, so there's no doubt about this one. Valery Svaitov, welcome to the team. He is, yeah, as I figured, he's in his mid-70s, but like I said, I don't mind waiting a couple of years for him if it means long-term success on the back end. Because the way I see it, I would rather have the 17-year-old who is only a couple overall points less than Lambos than the 22-year-olds Lambos who may not even be an elite defenseman at this point. So there you go. Quite the drastic change for your Czeching Lions. And as we take a look at our roster now, at forward we have Danielson, Rosehill, Janssen, Aronson. So it's not like we even, we still have a pretty good forward core. Even with the forwards that we gave up in Hintz and Richie, we still have a pretty respectable top 6. Nemestikov, Ben DeHaan, he grew. Greiba, of course, who we just got. We're looking pretty set at forward. Now, of course, defense still looking a bit rough, but it's looking better with the future with, of course, Stillman. Hopefully Bentley grows. We have Svaitov now. And, of course, from the last year's draft, we got Bell, Gibson, and Peterson. They all look pretty good as well. So the future is looking bright. Hopefully. Presuming this doesn't go wrong at all. And, of course, in goal, McCutcheon is coming up. Hopefully he has a better year this year. Not ready to sell on him just yet, but I think who I am ready to sell on is Thatcher Demko, because he had an okay playoffs in the playoffs last year, but it obviously wasn't enough, and he's had a rough go the past couple of seasons, so I would be willing to sell him off if there's someone out there in free agency who would be a clear upgrade. So that all being done, let us simulate up to pick number 49 now. There's Jermaine Morgan, the goaltender, who is a 3-bar medium elite. 61 is his scout rank. Is probably 5 years away from the NHL, but I don't see anyone else who's really that much more valuable around here. I mean, maybe Perrietta? He's only 3 years away from the NHL. Am I really going to be using Morgan in this playthrough? I don't think so. I think we'll just take Perrietta. Yeah, Pekka Perrietta is the pick. Welcome to the team. He is a 64 overall, low elite sniper. Not bad. And of course, we do have a pick 2 picks later, so we could just take the goaltender now, I suppose. Yep, as I figured, he is a medium elite, but he is also a 47 overall, so I doubt we'll be using him in this franchise mode. Now I think I'll just start taking scout recommendations. Let's go with Preston Ortiz. He's a low top 6. Okay, well, it's not terrible. Rich Byron. I starting to run out of options here. All right, not bad. I mean, with the potential anyway. The 48 overall is unfortunate. And that'll do it for the draft. Welcome to your Czeching Lions. Greiba, Svaitov, Perrietta, Morgan, Kiiskinen, Ortiz, Matanen, Byron, Dwyer, Clem, and Kavanaugh. So here we are at the Restein stage. We did not have any RFAs of significance this year. And as for UFAs, we have Kraus, McCabe, Foots, Shattenkirk, and Larson. So really no UFAs of significance either, really. But we're going to release Kraus. He does not want to re-sign. As for the rest of these guys, I don't know. I might re-sign Foots. Shattenkirk was good last year, but I think I might just release him just because of how he's probably going to drop this year. Larson can stay. He can stay. He's been pretty good. Although he wants 6 years for 5.2. I mean, it's not like we can't afford it. We have 56 million in cap space. McCabe, I'm going to release. Shattenkirk, I'll release. And you know what? Foot wasn't really good last year either. I think I'll just release him. Like I said, we're making drastic moves this offseason. Larson deserves to be re-signed. He was pretty good. Yeah, he was one of the few defensemen, honestly, who pretty much did his job. So yeah, we'll re-sign Larson. I don't know about 6 years, though. I'll give you 5, and I'll take you down to 5 mil. 5 by 5? for Johan Larsson. And that is really about it. There was not much in terms of free agents this year. We'll sign Rukin. Free agents that we needed to re-sign. We'll release Bishop. And there's Larsson. He is back with the team. But of course, there's also Greiba, who we're definitely going to be signing now at that 82 overall. He is ready to go for the NHL. And that is about it. So we'll make our way to free agency now. All right, we're on July 1st. Let's see what we need. We have 2 goaltenders in Demko and McCutcheon. We're going to need a third, I think, in case one of Demko or McCutcheon goes down with an injury. And like I said, if we can upgrade Demko, I will. As for defense, we definitely need some defensemen. We have Larsson and Stillman and Bentley if he plays, but that is about it. Yeah, we'll need some defensemen for sure. As for forwards, you have Danielson, Rosehill, Janssen, Aronson, Nemesnikov, Ben DeHaan, Greiba, Frederick, that's 8, 9, 10 is Nokalainen. I think Nokalainen will get the chance this year. He's a 79 overall, he's a sniper, 86 offensive awareness, got great shot accuracy, 94, 95. Yeah, he could definitely play this year. I think 2 forwards would do us some good. Obviously, we're going to need a ton of defensemen, at least 4. And then a third-string goaltender. So statistically speaking, there's no clear upgrade from Thatcher Demko in free agency. I mean, there is Peterson. He's asking for a lot of money. 6 years. He's 30 years of age as well. Did have a solid save percentage last year, though. Although in the playoffs, not so much. Not so much. So that's... So here's what we'll do. We'll get Bernier as a third goaltender. I'll give him 1 year at 2.25. We'll go after Shattenkirk again. He wants 1 year for 5.6. I'll give you 1 year for 6.25. We're also going to go after Jacob Slavin since he fits in our top 4 defensive pair. He wants 4 years at 7.9. I'll give him the 4 years that he wants at, I'm going to say 8.4. We're also going to sign Brandon Carlo for the top 6 pair. And actually, he fits in on all defensive pairings. And as we take a look at his stats, very good physically. Not bad with the takeaways to giveaways, at least in the past 2 years. So we'll offer him a contract. We'll give him 2 years that he wants at, let's say, 3.4. Now, at forward, we're going after Taylor Radish. As we take a look at his hits, 180 last season. I mean, that is ridiculous. And take a look at his numbers. 48 points last year, 49 the year before. Pretty consistent. So we'll give him the 1 year that he wants at 6.7, I would say. And also Michael McLeod. He fits on the third line, all penalty killing lines. And pretty solid defensively, I think. If we take a look at his numbers, yeah, pretty good with the takeaways and giveaways. Good hitter, good faceoff taker. No reason to not get him. He wants 3 years. I will give him the 3 years that he wants at 2.7. And just for some insurance, I'm going to go after Connor Murphy. He fits in on the penalty killing lines, so we can fill him in if we get an injury or two. Give him 1.5. And Mitchell Van de Sample as an offensive option. So I'll give you a 1.5 as well for 1 year. Shattenkirk, Carlo, Murphy, and McLeod, Bernier, Van de Sample, and Slavin, and Radish. And I believe that is it. And we're down to the preseason. Let's take a look at what we're working with. We have McCutcheon in at 85 now, so he may honestly take over the starting position from Demko, presuming he does well. And in the system, you have Bernier, Rukin, and Gravel. Defensively, you have Slavin, Larsson, Stillman, Carlo, Shattenkirk, Murphy, Van de Sample, and Bentley. Forwards, you have Danielson, who's a 91 now, Rosehill, Radish, Janssen, Nemesnikov, Aronson, Ben DeHaan, McLeod, Greiba, Frederick, Nokalainen, and Wood. That being said, I think we're ending things off here, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we start the Year 6 simulation.